You're listening to the Sales Hunter podcast. My name is Mark Hunter, and today, what am I going to be talking about? I'm going to be talking about prospecting and how you must be seen as an SME, regardless of what you sell, regardless of your experience in the industry. You must be seen as an SME. What's an SME? Subject matter expert. I'm going to show you how right after this, and the show begins right now. Regardless of what you sell, you have to be seen as a subject matter expert. My name is Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter, and you're going to say, well, yeah, you're an SME. You really are an expert when it comes to sales, and particularly when it comes to prospecting. But you have to become an SME too, regardless of how long you've been in the business. Now, some of you are listening to this and you're saying, hey, Mark, I've only been selling for a year. How can I be seen as an SME? Because there are people in my business, people I work with, they've been around for 20, 30 years. They are the SMEs. I'm not the SMEs. And I say, wrong. You can be the SME. And here's the thing. It's because you're defining your market incorrectly. You see, to be seen as an SME, you have to be seen as an expert to who it is that you're selling to. So I'm going to use the example here today of a financial planner. Okay, you might be a new financial planner. You've only been selling for a year, and you're going up against people who've been in the business 20, 30 years. You say, man, there's no way I can grow my business. Yes, there is. And it's by niching your business tight to where you are seen as an SME. Let me give you an example, okay? So you're a financial planner. So what you're going to say is, my market is going to be couples under the age of 35. They're going to be couples that have at least one or more graduate degree. They're going to be couples that, along with getting those graduate degrees, they've incurred a lot of debt. They've got a lot of student debt. These are people who have said, you know what, we're going to put off kids for now because really we want to get established in our career and we just financially aren't ready. These are people who, well, in lieu of kids right now, we've got a couple dogs. The dogs mean everything to us. And these people may be ones who are dealing with one or more parent that is going through some serious issues in life. It might be health, it might be financial, but it's requiring their time. And for the sake of making this even better, I happen to be in Dallas, Texas. So we're going to say that you as a financial planner right here in Dallas, Texas, and you too are only going to focus on those people in Dallas, Texas. Okay, now what have I done? I have taken, wow, you're a financial planner. You can sell to anybody. But I've defined the market very tight. So now what your objective is to say is, I want to become an absolute expert in helping couples who have graduate degrees. So naturally, guess what? They're pretty educated. They think differently, but they've incurred a tremendous amount of debt. But as you can probably imagine, they probably value their degree, and their degrees is what got them the occupation that they're in. Great. But they have to be able to navigate. How do they pay off all those student loans? Now, they are people who say, well, you know what? I'm just going to forego kids because, but my dogs are everything. Okay, so guess what? They want somebody who is compassionate and has real empathy towards them because they have dogs. They live in Dallas, Texas. Okay, so it's within Dallas, Texas. They also are dealing with elderly parents who have challenges. Okay, so now what you're doing is you're saying, my objective is to start getting information that I can help them. So I'm going to focus my learning on finding ways that people under the age of 35 can deal best with elderly parents who are going through health issues. What are the sites? What are the websites I need to look at, to read, to become an expert on it? I'm going to take a look at student loans, and I'm going to look at it and say, hey, how do we look at the different types of student loans, and what can we do to navigate the repayment schedule as easily as possible to fit into their bigger financial plan? Oh, they do want to have kids, but they don't want to have now. So, okay, so what are the challenges that people, maybe they're 35, 36, 37 years of age, who choose to have children a little later in life are going to incur regarding fertility? You see, what you're doing is you can become a subject matter expert to these people in that niche. So don't think for a moment that you can't be a subject matter expert. You may sell radio advertising. Okay, fine. So who is your customer? And you're brand new and you're going up against people who've been in the industry for 30 years. Great. They know everything about what makes an effective radio ad. You're new. Again, you define your market. Define your market extremely tight. Now, here's what's going to happen. One, you're going to become incredibly knowledgeable about that very tight niche. And you're going to say, Mark, there just aren't any customers there. No, they're there. They're there. They will find you because all it's going to take is for you to find one. And guess what? The door's going to open up to the next one. It does. It always does. I've done this strategy with so many salespeople in so many industries, and it works. What happens is because you are now seen as an expert to one person, they in turn share you with somebody else who, guess what? Birds of a feather flock together. So they probably know other people. If it's a business to business, they probably know other business same way. It also increases your level of confidence because now you're seen as an SME. So guess what? Now you know better questions to ask. You have better information to share. And you know what's interesting is it changes how you are seen by others and how you see yourself when it comes to prospecting. Don't think for a moment that you can't be an SME. I want you to set this objective. I want you to define your market tight, get it very tight. And then say, what are the 5, 6, 7 pieces of information around each one of those tight pieces? What do I need to learn? And then you begin sharing that. You begin sharing that in conversations. You begin sharing that in phone calls. You begin sharing that in emails. You begin sharing. And this is the way then you're parceling out your expertise. And people will begin to recognize you as an SME. And guess what? People want to do business with SMEs. Hey, my name is Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. This has been a tight topic here today, talking about prospecting and how to be seen as an SME. Each week, I do 2 episodes, one a short one like this, and second one a longer one where I do a deeper dive with a sales expert. What is the Sales Hunter podcast all about? It's about giving you insights that you can run with right now. Hey, do me a favor. Would you leave a review for the show on your favorite podcast app? Would you do that? And hey, let me know what topics you're dealing with. How do you do that? Just go out to thesaleshunter.com. And oh, by the way, when you're there, check out the Sales Hunter University. My name is Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter, and you've been listening to the Sales Hunter Podcast.